gonna say right now. So, first of all, we're just gonna do a very good book review today. And, yeah, hang on. This book review is going to be a very special one, too, because today we're going to be talking about immigrants from China to America in, pre-modern times. When it was, just became modern. And basically, I guess just by looking at the title, Girl in Translation does something very intermediate and very similar, translation. I mean, sure, this girl is very good at doing things, but all I'm trying to say right now is that this girl is trying to live in America and trying to do all that, and also trying to have a life, too, at the same time, which is something that's very hard to do. And this is Kimberly Chang and her mother actually immigrate from Hong Kong to America, and they don't speak any English, and they own nothing but debt, and then they arrive in New York after being hopeful for a better life, and find itself inside a squalid Brooklyn apartment lacking heat and actual furniture, meaning that they were in a place that was supposed to be in the wrecking ball. And yeah. And also a life of backbreaking labor in a Chinatown sweatshop. Unable to actually accept this as her future, Kim actually decided to use her talent for school. I mean, sure, talent for school. She was very good at studying all that things to earn a place for herself and her mother in their adopted country. Which is something pretty impressive too, to be honest, and learns to translate not just her language, but herself back and forth between the two worlds she actually straddles. Either the English world, which her mother does not understand at all, and her Chinese hometown world, which is something that she does understand. Her mother understands too. And if you look at the biography of the author, KWOK, who was also born in Hong Kong as a child, but then immigrated to Brooklyn and helped her family in a sweatshop, that's something too. I guess this author is just trying to tell us that we're living this life too. I live this life. You guys might know what this life might be, so what about this? I mean, sure, you are something. You can make yourself something. But there is something that you can always do for your talent for school. That's something that no one else can take away. If someone is very envious and jealous about it, then so what? That person, so what? And so that is exactly what seems to be going on throughout this whole thing. All I want to say right now is that it's kind of weird for this to happen, and writing this in an unforgettable voice that dramatizes all the tensions of a girl growing up between these two worlds. I mean, this Girl in Translation book actually does a pretty good job talking about poorness, the factory, the policies, unfairness, prep school successes, all of that sort of things. It's also pretty good at successes and also loving and all those things, but I guess this book also talks about children too, because it's something unforgettable about children. So, what I think the message of this is that Girl in Translation does a pretty good job doing the actual information analysis of how someone as poor as this girl, the main character of this book, which might actually be KWOK, a representation of KWOK, could still become very awesome too. It's also this book, I guess this book also does a pretty good job in storytelling that also gets me hooked into this book. And that's actually the point of all these books too. Getting yourself into the hook. Just hook it, and then boom, you're in. You just want more. You just want to do more. That's unforgettable too. And I guess that's why we keep doing all this. To be able to escape the poverty line. And let's just say that you have so much things. You can just work hard. And if you work hard enough, then you'll get your successes. Your dreams will somehow find you. Remember that book that we talked about? That book about Buxington? That book about the main character, Elijah. He taught us that dreams, if you work hard enough for them, and if you just add a little bit of luck, then you will be able to get your dreams here. You can get the dream, get whatever you wanted, even if you are in unfair conditions, and even if you are in the factory doing manual labor that's terrible, well, that's something you probably can't do anything about. But you could always try. You could always go ahead, do your best, and then you will be able to work hard. You'll be able to succeed in life, basically. What I'm basically trying to say right now is that, let's just say you were this character, then what would you do? I would personally try to best my school so that we can get out of the poverty too. And if I go to the best school possible, like Yale, just grab the hat, like Yale, then you will probably be able to be the best of you. You'll probably be you, and never let anyone take away what is you. Just make sure that no one can affect that is actually you. What I'm trying to say is, be you. Don't care about others. That's their problem. So whatever everyone else thinks about you, you know what you actually are. That is basically what this is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I hope to see you guys in my next episode too. So until then, Shnan out. Peace. Wait, am I singing Pick My Pig?